Okay, so welcome everyone once again. Thanks for being here. This is our second session on the same topic, which is AI tools for streamlining your workflows. Let me give you a quick introduction from all of us. My name is Gabi. I'm a business systems analyst from here at Cogent. Then we have Edgar, which is our moderator, and he's also an associate director here. Miguel and Alfonso both are tech leads, SAP consultants, and JavaScript developers as well. So on this second session, we want to explore some other AI tools available for us to use, their benefits, their limitations, how to use them effectively. From the previous sessions, we all now know that they can help us to increase the efficiency by automating repetitive tasks that we might find in our daily work. Also to improve the accuracy by analyzing large amount of data and then giving us valuable insights that sometimes we might miss as humans. And overall, I would say enhancing the user experience, right? So please feel free to ask any questions you have. I would like to know if you already tried some of the tools that we presented already. Raise your hands, leave some comments, or if you have any new tools that we haven't talked about, that would be great to know as well. All right, so thanks again for being here. Welcome. And Edgar, over to you.
Right, thank you, Gabi. Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to another of these sessions. So I believe it's been really, this ecosystem of AI platforms has been growing every day. And something I wanted to recommend today is there are a couple of new newsletters of people who are working with AI platforms. And basically, you get to know all of these AI platforms coming that are incoming, right? And you get to know more and more about them. So going back to the central topic, as Gabi was saying, we have different tools that we have tried, some others that are there as a preview, but that definitely will help us streamline our workflows. And in particular, what I have seen lately, it's also a growth in the number of applications that we can use to learn differently. And I believe that's also going to be a revolution. So I would like to start in, start sharing some of the tools as we did last time, so you guys get to know them. If you guys have used them or if you have any opinions, please feel free to share that with us. And yeah, so I'll start sharing my screen just real quick, and there we go. All right. So the first tool that I want to talk about today is this new version of Microsoft Edge that is coming. And basically, as Microsoft is including the ChatGPT features into their products, the browser, Microsoft Edge, is another one in that pipeline, right? So as you can see here in this particular screen, we can see a preview of what this Explorer will look like. And I believe the interesting part, as you can see here to the right, is that they are including different options for us to, for example, chat or compose text or have overviews. For example, we can write paragraphs, emails, blog posts. And basically, what is happening is that the tendency is to make more convenient, right, the access to the tools and also make the work easier. So definitely, even though it's not available for everyone, I believe that that tendency will continue, and we will see and start using these tools more often since they are closer to us, right? So this is one for sure that we want to start using as soon as it comes available for the general public, and then we can start saving time and producing more value with this particular version of the browser, right? Okay, so that's one of the other one that I really liked is this one that is called summarize.tech. And basically what it does is that you can take any YouTube video on the internet or well, YouTube. And basically, if you pass the URL to this tool, you would in that particular video, right? So for example, here we can see that we are using the one of the sessions that we had some time ago. And from there, in case you missed it, you can also come here, like paste the URL, and then you can get a brief overview of the whole video. And you can also see this division in chapters, or more like divided in different minutes what happened and what's like the general idea for each of them. And from here, you can also jump back to YouTube in one particular section. So I believe this is super useful in case you are, for example, following a course, or you are intending to watch particular things, but maybe you don't have enough time. Then you can see exactly the parts that you like the most or that you were looking for, and then you can navigate there. So I see plenty of use cases for this in our daily life, especially when we are working on the technical side. Well, we do plenty of research, so I see this as a valuable tool, definitely. And yeah.
One thing, Edgar,
Sure.
can you please share the links on the chat? So
Yeah,
everyone, that one and the first one.
absolutely, I can do that. Give me just 1 second. Let me
Thank
see.
you.
Okay, so what I'll do is by the time I stop sharing, I'll share
Sure.
these links.
Yeah.
So
That'll
all right,
work.
cool. Yeah. All right, so another tool that I also found that I think it's pretty interesting is this one, UserDoc. Basically, what they do is you describe your use case for one application, and based on that, this particular web platform will create user documentation, and by that I mean like the user stories. It will create. Yeah, I'm sharing without sound, but basically you can see here how you can describe your use case or the platform that you are intending to build, and then you would start getting this access to the user stories, and also they create these profiles
Wow.
for the users, so you can start all the UX process right already with this jumpstart. And I really liked the idea of start getting this information generated in that's like a huge jumpstart. Yeah, here we can see how it generates the persona, right? And basically it describes the type of user that will be using the system, what would be their goals, their frustrations, and with that in mind, then we can design and generate better systems. So yeah, I think, Miguel, you are familiar with these processes, right? Of
Yeah,
user
that's
experience.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like this concept, and I believe it will have lots of applications
What does
once
mean
we
the
start
journey
using it.
there?
Sorry, what's that?
We have a fourth item there called journeys. After the user
Oh,
types there, I'd like to know what
On
you
the
get there, the journeys.
Yeah.
the journeys. Okay, got it. Yeah, let's see. So basically, the journeys mean like what are the steps, right, that the user would take in the system. And as we can see here, then it talks about how one particular user discovers, for example, one platform, then how they register, that's like the next step. Then she creates a video in this case, and it basically describes the different stages, right, or the
Awesome.
different paths that the user would take into the system. And all of that is like automatically generated. So yeah, I think it's like a huge jump start. And yeah, so what do you think about this one, Miguel, do you have any more input? Or maybe Alfonso?
I'm really very interested on it because, as you know, sometimes because of the time we have, we basically start working with the mockups, but this is very relevant in a project. Really, just trying to explain the user stories and showing the personas there. With that information, you can save a lot of time in the early stage of the project. So this is amazing.
Great. I knew you would like it. And I hope,
Yeah.
yeah, I hope more people in the audience find it useful, right? Yeah, so this is pretty interesting to explore, and definitely we will keep, like using these tools and come back with more information so it can be useful for you guys. Right, so the next one that we have here is Humata. And basically this one is also pretty interesting, I believe, because these capabilities that we start to have, right, about talking in this case, more like chatting, but basically interacting with the information and with the knowledge that is there, it starts getting in different formats. So this one, I really liked it because basically you can upload a document like a PDF, as I did here. And some time ago, we were, we were providing advisory to one particular customer that wanted to purchase SAP. And then SAP, for example, has like many different licensing models. And then it's like trying to determine where should I go and what should I buy and how much it will cost, right? And then you have to go to these user manuals and then kind of explore it all and understand all the things. And plus that, plus your experience, and then you are set for one particular session with the customer. But in this case, for example, I uploaded this PDF, then I hit open here, and it basically constructs this chat, right? To the right side, I can see the document that I uploaded. In here on the left side, this chat interface where I can actually ask questions to it, right? Basically to the document. So how much would it cost for my company, to purchase, S/4HANA? That's like the latest version, right? For 3,000 users, for example, right? And then you hit enter, and then it will take the information here and it will reply, right? So maybe it might find that it needs more information, or it might reply with a direct answer, but the idea is that you are no longer reading, right, and extracting all of that information, rather you can interact with it. And to me personally, that's huge. So yeah, for example, here it says, okay, so we want their perpetual license.
What
right?
if you ask what are the different types of licenses?
Sure. What are the different types of licenses? There we go,
Amazing.
right?
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So as you can see, it can even provide an estimate on the cost. For example, in this particular use case, it can provide the types of licenses. You can really interact with it. And I think that's very, very cool, right? And at this moment, I believe this particular page has a restriction on the number of pages that you can upload. I believe that restriction is about 60 pages, but this is because as any other company, this is an early beta, so it for sure will keep improving. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think about this one, Gabby? Would you use it for any particular document?
I mean,
You have in mind?
I was just thinking how it is great because I didn't connect it with work, but like for someone that's at the university, that's studying something like that's a lot of theory. For example, psychology. I was studying psychology few years back, and it's great because you're not asking the internet. You're asking a book that or something that you have digitalized that your teacher gave you, and then it will make studying also more dynamic. You're interacting with what you have to learn as well. So I think it's
Directly.
great.
It's
It's
amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Does it
Yes,
work in
exactly.
Spanish? Do you know? Or it's only in English?
Well, to be honest, I've only tried in English, but it'd be worth to try in Spanish. So I guess
For,
it might work.
for
But
what kind of document files does it work? Do you know?
I think it works for PDFs. That's the one that I saw. I'm not sure if it works for other types, but basically, I mean, you can have a Word document and export it as PDF, right? And then upload it. So I don't think there's much problem there. Yeah. So I tried before, and I was, like thinking about uploading, for example, a Harry Potter book, and then start asking fun questions,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Good point.
Yeah.
that's
So
why I asked that. What kind of types?
yeah,
Because
exactly.
uh, then the books have a different file type, right?
All right. Yeah.
That's true. But I'm pretty sure you can get to the PDF format I tried before, even with ebooks and other things, that you can transform it and then get here. So yeah,
Great tool, Edgar.
perfect. Yeah. So about that change in the way that we learn things, right? I found also this other platform. I think it's something like Knowledge. And basically, I just have the video for the moment, but what it does is that it can take particular subjects, and you can pass also like different resources. Here, you also have like documents and text, but in particular, they are showcasing the videos, right? Like that you might find in YouTube. So basically, here they are passing one particular video, and then it gets transcribed, and then the system analyzes it. And the cool thing about this one is that it would generate, like different sections of, what's the name for this? Like, mm, I forgot the name, but basically
Ideas.
you can start studying from that particular content, right? So we can see here, we have like the course, and then we have study materials and practice, and all of that comes out from the video itself, right? So you can see here, like you get quizzes in the middle of videos, you get the information like glossaries and a bunch of things there that you can start using just by uh, sending to it one particular link, for example, right? So
Very cool.
this, yeah, it really has this potential to change, right? The way that we learn I think the most interesting part of it, it's going to be when we start getting material that we can personalize to the way that we learn, right? For example, I like seeing things and maps and like remember where the things were so I can learn new things. So for sure, we will start getting these tools that will personalize the way that we learn and we consume the content, and then that we can use anything that we want to learn and adapt it to that particular, like mind framework, right? So yeah, so this one is pretty cool, and that's another one that I wanted to share. What do you think about it? I think it will really change, right? The way that we are learning, and I think it will have an impact even in universities, or
Right.
even not sure if people will attend universities later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a question, but I want to ask if uh, you it needs like a video, right?
In this case, I understand they also accept like documents, like the other tool that we saw before, and even free text, like possibly even handwriting. But
Okay,
I'm not 100% sure. We would need to explore the tool a bit further.
okay.
So basically, like
Yeah.
the more files you give to the tool regarding one topic, the more you can interact with it and learn and get quizzed and all that, right? So it doesn't necessarily need to be a video. You can upload different types of documents if you have them, correct?
Yes, I believe that's the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Great. Okay, so the next tool also has to do with learning. This is the smaller tool, I think, and most probably you can, get similar results maybe with the chat or other things. But here you can get to ask for any particular topic, right? And then you get answers, right? And then you hit here and you get also like the level in like the language where you want to get the answer for that. And it's more like a quick way for you to get familiar with any particular topic. So sometimes I've been wishing for something like this in the middle of one meeting, and then it's like one particular like industry, and then it's like maybe you are not that familiar with that industry, and then someone says something, and then it's like, oh, so what's that, right? And then you can get that information right away and keep with the meeting. So those sort of things, I'm seeing a use case for this, and it's like real quick and simple to know the concept and to use it moving forward. Yeah, so I like this one. The next one is more, like this is more like a it's more to have fun, right? This one is about asking books about particular things, like anything that you want to know, but you would get, like these phrases from the books. So, for
So this
example,
is like what Alfonso wanted to do with the previous one,
Yeah.
right?
okay, possibly, yeah. So, okay, let me see. What is knowledge, for example, right? Then you go, and then it goes to the whole library of books that are there in Google Books, and then you start getting quotes based on your question, right? So you start so you can get this information, but it's rather like something that later you want to go and see in one particular book, for example, in case you liked the explanation or the information that you're seeing. And as you can see here, it's like for many books that are there. So it's more fun to do in case you are, you like exploring books and getting knowledge from them. But anyhow, I found it cool, and I wanted to share this one as well. It's more like for a weekend where you want to ask questions, or maybe you have some philosophical questions that you want to, to get some answers from, and then you can come here and look at the books and see what they have to say, right?
Right. But does it work for entertainment as well? Like, for example, asking what is the spell for whatever to Harry Potter books?
Okay, so let's try like that. Yeah. Okay, so in this case, there are magical spells. Maybe if I had to specify Harry Potter, we could see that, right?
Okay.
But you can see that in different books, they mention spells to do things, right? And then you can go and see, in case you are interested in that particular topic. You can know, you would know which books to read next, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a bit
great.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one is also like a curious idea, but I kind of liked it because I'm all the time thinking about new business ideas, right? And then it's like, is that really a good idea or not? Yeah. So that, like they would give you feedback, right? I will just use the example. Then you hit this one. Oh, okay, you have to log in. Just 1 second. There we go. Yeah. Then you ask for feedback, and then it will. Whoops.
Failed.
It's
No.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. And then it will tell you like, yeah, this might be a good idea, but you should consider this, you should consider that. And in case it is, like something they can provide feedback, they would also do that. So for example, let's try with something else. An AI application to, okay, that is an expert on Harry Potter books. There we go.
An error occurred.
Yeah, let's see. It seems it's not that stable yet. Yeah.
Also true right now, everybody's trying to create those products, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so you're gonna have a good marketing, but we need to take care of the real value of the product.
Mm-hmm. True that. Yeah, so it's like a bit curious, but in the end you get like some feedback and then some more thoughts that you can use, right, to actually go with your business idea or not. Maybe you get some insights that you didn't consider and
Right.
stuff like that. So yeah, this one is cool. And the last one that I have for today is also more on the font side. Basically, this has to do with improving your profile pictures, right? So in this case, I think I have one here. Just one example, just 1 second, sorry. Yeah, so there it goes, the LinkedIn picture, right? And then you can start giving a style to it and change it. Yeah, so I like this one in particular because you can get also, like different styles and you can change the background and things. So yeah, it works like that. Yeah, so definitely I'll paste all of these links in case you guys want to try them. And then, yeah, so I'll pass the control now to Miguel and let's keep exploring some other tools, right?
Yeah, sure. Sure, but
Thank
quick
you,
my
Edgar.
screen.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. For today, I have two new apps. Okay. One of them is very, very popular, but this one I think is also good to see it right now. As you know, everybody is trying to wrap an idea, and in the end, they are connecting to ChatGPT or these kind of API, right? So, for example, this one, what we have here is we have basically the same behavior, the same logic we can directly try in ChatGPT, but here at least you can get like specific options, right? So this is very common in ChatGPT, but now here you can improve your prompt. What I really liked here is, for example, this one. We can generate those test cases. Sorry, those unit tests, and here you will see again the prompt, right? So this is pretty cool. I think for the testers industry, they will use a lot those kind of tools. So I had an example before, but anyway, it's basically a better assistant, right? At ChatGPT, you have the same options, but at least here you can order your structure and the examples you have here. So I'm gonna also share with you this one. And here I got this application probably more for the designers, UI designers. So right now I can see more those tools. It's you want to create an icon, you can choose this application, and then you can generate an app, an icon, right? So I also try it. We can we can we can say, I'm not sure. Doc base link coffee. Okay, then you can select the options, and then right now actually there's a similar options, but with this one you can go deep, different options once you have generated. So for example, this one, right? And you can easily, not sure if you just need to create a mockup, you can try with those options. But the best
When you-
option, I think, please go ahead.
Sorry, Miguel, when you export it, is it a PNG or, yeah, okay.
PNG, yeah. Should also retrieve the, I'm not sure, an editable, right? Could be better. As SVG or I'm not sure, AI or, yeah, Illustrator, EA extension or something like that. Okay, you have that option, but definitely what I've found right now it's much better is this one, Midjourney. Here, what you need to do is you need to connect your Discord account with Midjourney. Then you just need to select a room, and from there, you can create amazing, amazing products. So, for example, you just need to try with this one with this command. It's very slow right now. Okay. Once you select the /imagine, you can add a prompt. So, for example, here I can use an option here. That it will generate several options, and we can iterate. Okay, mine is still in process.
But you can see what's generating for the rest of the users as well.
Yeah, right now I'm in a beta version, in a public version.
Okay.
So I can see everybody here generating options, right? For this guy, for example, cute anime kid wearing hat, playing with ninja darts and drinking water illustration. And they generated that. Yeah, for example, here, that's mine, right? Oh, where is that? I forgot mine. Okay, yeah, this one is mine. Can you see? So right now I have 4 options, and I can play with, okay, I like the U3 with the B3, and then I can generate a new one, a new prompt. So that's it. You can generate, for example, I was trying before. You can create mockups. You can create specific ideas. I tried here with a Mexican Batman, so you can iterate every time, right? For example, here I tried with this icon, so I tried with more iterations here, variations. So it's very cool. Just if you have a specific idea or a vague idea, you can go deep with this tool.
And can
Very
you
cool.
also download the ones that other people request, or only yours?
Oh, here I guess you can try. Let me see. Yeah, I guess it's public. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can easily save it.
Got it.
Yeah, but I definitely think it's a good idea if you try adding or testing this application, because everybody right now, especially from the design industry, everybody's trying to with those kind of things because you are improving a lot your timelines right there, right? So, and probably next session we can have prompts, we can have examples, we can try from scratch, we can generate a mock-up flow with this one. And that's all I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I see interesting there is how the interfaces are, like evolving, right? From one simple chat line, now we have like this Slack kind of interface.
Discord, yeah.
Yeah, and then they keep changing, and we will keep exploring more certainly for different ways to keep interacting with these tools. So I'm thinking that most probably we will start seeing these same interfaces, but with voice commands, right? So it will also remove that friction, and they will be more accessible, or even more.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think the next one is Alfonso, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to show you 3 tools. So let's start with this one. This is more for entrepreneurs. So if you don't know how to name your new product or your new company, you can enter here like the keywords about your company. So let's say, for example, restaurant, again, food, and pet friendly, for example, right? So using these keywords, this Namelinks app will generate different ideas of the name that you can select. So here, for example, you can select different styles like brandable names or spelling real words, or this one that is looks all the styles, randomness, and then the branding for example, cool restaurant or vegan. So here we have like the different options that it generates, and we can select one, and we have like our brand. Or if you doesn't like this, you can, for example, I will choose goggles, right? And you can move to Luca. This is another app, Luca. And for example, if I want to call, or goggles or Greenleaf, for example, I will use goggles, right? Goggles. What Luca does is, or do, takes your name, and it asks about some information about your company, restaurant, vegan restaurant, for example, right? Continue. We can choose like different styles. For example, I want this one or this one. And maybe this one, right? So I will choose continue. The name, the colors, maybe I will use this teal color. You can add a slogan. This is if you want like a logo or icon. We'll see. Let's write food. here. And maybe we have, I will choose this. Let's wait. Input search. Yeah, for example, this one. And this one. If I click continue, it creates like different logos. We can choose one. For example, I will choose this one. And I will click on customize. You can customize the color. For example, the palette. I want to use this. And the layout, you can see, for example, like this. And what it does, it can create all the assets that you need for your company. The logo files, the social covers, business cards, social profiles, website templates, and like a lot of assets that you need when you are starting like a company or
So
a
basically,
restaurant.
it's like a community manager all in one place.
Yeah, maybe, because you have, for example, here you have the brand guidelines.
Right.
So you have the colors palette, and you have like everything that you need when you are starting a company, or the application icon, everything, right?
I have one question. Once you select all of these and you say like, okay, this would be my logo, I will download it and I will use it. Can someone else end up recreating the exact same one, or it's not possible?
I don't know, but if you click here on download, it will ask you like pay. You cannot download for free. You need to pay. But I don't know if someone else can create the same exact logo. Yeah, I don't know.
Does it?
I think. Oh, sorry, please.
Yeah. Does it check for patent, to see if somebody else has taken the name, or I don't know if it goes that far to check that.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a bit more on the design side, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's for design.
And I think it would be difficult, right? Because there are so many combinations that you can use. I mean, not only the name, but also like what's the industry, etc. Then I believe it would be difficult for someone to replicate the exact same thing. So yeah, I think it would be difficult to get the exact design once again, even for you.
Yeah. So what do you think?
But it's great. I mean, even if you don't want to pay for it, at least you have an idea on everything, exactly. Colors, logos, whatever you want to use as like icons, or I mean, I find it great, really.
Yeah, for example, here, like it's like a different idea. So goes, right? For example, this one. You change the palette, also it will change. Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool because you have like, different ideas, icons, styles, and so I think it's pretty cool. Okay. So now I want to show you GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot is in the market for about 2 years. It was released on 2021. And it is an extension here in the Visual Studio Code. So if you go to the extensions and look for GitHub Copilot, here we have the extension. You can install it here. And GitHub Copilot is from, it was developed by GitHub, that is also a part of Microsoft. And what it does, it creates code from a simple comment here. So if I want, for example, an array of numbers from 0 to 9, for example. So Copilot propose this array. If I click, if I hit the tab key, I have the, and for example, if I want to iterate that that array, so I want to iterate over the array and change to string, for example. So right now, it will give me the code to iterate over this array and change the number to string, right? But also it can create functions. For example, if I ask to function to decrease the number by 1. Function. I have this function, arrow function. So we can ask whatever we want. Also, if we start, for example, coding, Copilot start proposing some completion of the code that we are writing, and it works for any kind of language that we want to use. For example, here I have a different language that it is Solidity, and if I, for example, here I want to write a function to withdraw all the ether from the contract to deployer, for example. Okay. So here it proposes me the function. I hit on tab and I have the function. And if, for example, I want to add a validation here, if the sender is not the deployer, the function will revert. Yes, that's what I want. So it throws me the code that I need. So I think it's pretty nice, because if we know what we want and what we need to do with a simple comment, the proposed code is good, right? So it has been working for about 2 years, and it uses deep learning, and definitely it is a nice or a very good option for developers to use.
Mm-hmm. And how accurate has it become? Because I remember for the first iterations, it wasn't that accurate, right?
No, I think right now is very accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, when it starts, it has like a bad code, but right now I think is very accurate.
Okay. Yeah. So I remember when I started learning about coding that one of our professors always told us, like, what you are doing is there's logic behind it. So since code at this point is one way to express that logic, I think we are getting to that stage where more and more we will start, like creating the logic, and then the actual expression of it or the code will be most likely generated like that, and then we might make some fixes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But in the end, I think it's great that you can express the logic, and then out of that you can get the code that you need. So it's cool. So do you regularly use it for any particular functions, or in general during your daily work?
Yeah, I just started, when Copilot released, it was for free. And right now it is a pay version. Yeah, I mean, you need a subscription to use it. Also, it is available for business, like business plans. And I started again to use it like a month ago or something. And I think it helps a lot with the code. Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Thank you, Alfonso. Well, it's time to close this Tech Social. I hope you all liked all these great tools that we have. Alfonso, if you can quickly share the link
Sure.
for the couple of AI tools that you shared. And then Miguel had to leave. He had another meeting. There we go. Anyway, thanks everyone for being here one more time. If there's anything else that you want to add, Edgar, or we can wrap up.
No, I mean, I just hope that what we saw today proves useful to anyone. And as the general advice, as we have been recommending these days, it's like keep an eye on these new technologies and the way that they can help you improve your workflows, right? Make your work easier. And whenever you have something to share with us, with the community, please do so we can all be learning and improving together, right? So I think that would be it from my side.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. See you all next week. I'll be sharing the flyer for the next topic soon. So yeah, thanks, and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.